Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much for inviting me to talk about Say Trees. Um, it's an initiative which started long, long back, and it is going strong. Okay, and it is growing, and we are putting more efforts year after year because we know what we are fighting against. So I'll start by telling how it's all started. Okay, so the first time I came to Bangalore was long, long ago to give an entrance exam. Apart from train full of students who were studying throughout their journey, what shocked me most that the classroom where I was giving my exam had no fans. Okay, so the engineer inside me wondered why. So I come from a place where temperature during summer is so high that you cannot survive without water coolers or fans, and you cannot step outside your house during peak hours. Okay, I remember calling my parents during summer, and they used to say that the temperature is 48, 49 degrees, and whereas in Bangalore it used to rain. Okay, so Bangalore hardly had any summer. It was a garden city in true sense. Okay, every hot day brought evening showers there. There were huge trees everywhere. Roads were lined up with trees, both sides, and pleasant weather all around the year. That's what Bangalore was known for. But this started to change. Okay, so around 2005, 2006, trees in the cities were being brought down left, right, center. So the roads which were covered with trees a day before were exposed to sun the very next day. This is what was happening almost in many parts of the city because of many development projects which were happening, and this became a frequent scene. Okay, and I could not see these trees being brought down. Okay, so something I valued so much was being destroyed in front of my eyes. It hurt me so bad that I started off. I thought of doing something. I have to do something because I valued it so much. And coming from a place where the summers were so harsh, coming to a place where the weather is so nice, I could not just see that the trees are going down, and Bangalore can also become like any other cities where summers are so harsh. So I started visiting government offices to find out what I can do as a citizen and as a nature lover. Okay, so basically, after meeting a lot of people, I realized that the only thing which I can do is to plant more and more saplings to make sure that Bangalore still has its green cover. So I started planting sapling in places where I can keep them safe. I planted my first sapling outside my house in 2007. Okay, so it was a badam sapling, and this continued over the years. I was meeting people. I was reaching out to officers to find out what can be done, and I continued, from one sapling to 100 sapling to 1,000 saplings. And in this journey, I met many other nature lovers who joined this green journey of mine. They came, they met me every weekend. We used to plant saplings. We used to, maintain the saplings during summer. That's what started. So this was happening, from a few volunteers to many nature lovers. They all joined me in this journey. But I felt that this is not enough, because of my 9 to 5 job. I was getting time only on weekends. So at this pace, I won't be able to make a big difference. The rate at which saplings were being brought down was too high. Okay. You know, our efforts have to be more than what is happening. So I felt that it is not enough. If I just keep planting saplings on weekend, it is not going to make big difference. So what I did was I started reaching out to like-minded people. I started reaching out to corporate to see if they want to join hands in this fight against climate change and in this fight against reduction of green cover in cities. Okay, and this worked. And corporate started to join us to plant saplings by engaging their volunteers. Okay, so I was now planting saplings in school campuses and lakes and any place where I feel the saplings can be taken care of and they grow to become trees. The whole idea was that, plant them in place where you can take care of them and make sure that they grow to become trees. That was the most important thing. I was not looking at, the quantity. Quality was more important for me. Maintenance was the most challenging part, and I was only focusing on that because I wanted the highest survival rate of saplings, and I wanted every sapling I plant to grow to become trees. Okay, so volunteers used to, and now also they join us to plant sapling during monsoon. Okay, and then they join us back during summer when we take care of these saplings. Okay, so I made sure that we complete this cycle. Okay, and just don't plant the saplings and move ahead. We have to plant saplings and then take care of them. We have to be with the saplings for more than 2 to 3 years until they are stable to grow on their own. And that is what I was focusing on. I was making sure that any sapling I plant, I should be able to take care of them and make it grow into trees. Okay, so this is what was happening, and we started getting more and more, more and more people joined, more and more corporates started to show interest. As it is said, the reward of good work is more work, and that's what started to happen. More and more people joined us in this journey. They appreciated our efforts, and they liked what we are doing. Okay. So in the year 2015, I was attending the World Forestry Congress in South Africa. This was organized by United Nations. So I was invited by the United Nations to attend the event because of my efforts towards increasing green cover of the nation, and efforts towards engaging people, making them aware of the need of trees for our survival. So because of this, I was invited to this event. At this event, I was interacting with people from many countries. Okay, people from all across the globes were there, and they were working on some amazing initiatives. So, but the thing which struck me most was agroforestry. So, what is agroforestry now? So, agroforestry is the interaction of agriculture and trees, which means, you plant fruit-bearing saplings with farmers, so that once the tree grows, farmers can earn parallel income by selling fruit from these trees, and they can continue to growing their crops which they have been growing. So we don't have to stop them from what they are doing. Okay, we plant fruit trees additionally with what they are doing currently, and when the tree grows, they can start selling these fruits every year and earn a parallel income. Okay, so when I realized that farmers can be helped financially by planting these fruit bearing saplings, I wasted no time and decided to plant saplings with them. Okay. I was anyways planting saplings in cities and a lot of other places. I thought, why not plant it with farmers as well and help them to earn a parallel income? And while doing this, I was also making sure that we are increasing the green cover of our nation. So, by just doing one thing, you are achieving two results. So, and 2015 was the year where farmer suicides in India increased by 42%. And indebtedness was listed as the primary reason for suicide by farmers. And I felt that I can surely help some farmers by ensuring that they earn a basic parallel income by selling fruits that grow in their land. So I was just trying to make sure that they every year they should not depend on someone else to support their life. Okay, they have these trees growing in their land. They can sell fruits from their land and earn a small income, which is small income for many, but which is more than enough for them. Okay, they are so humble, so nice. It is amazing. It is something amazing which they like it, and we have been talking to them, and they value it so much. So I was determined to do something. So I started making calls from South Africa itself, even before I left from there. And before I returned back, I had decided that I am supporting 11 farmers with 4,000 mango saplings. So these farmers were in Anantapur district of Andhra Pradesh, one of the most drought hit region in the country. But the farmers there were so excited about this initiative that they came forward and said that yes, we will support you in this because it was something for them. Okay, they were going to benefit from them. So the farmers which I supported in 2015, right when I was in South Africa attending the World Forestry Congress, these farmers are now earning income ranging from 80,000 rupees to 1.2 lakh rupees per year. And this is going to increase. It's a parallel income. It is going to increase as the tree grows. Okay. These are mango trees. The farmers we planted, in 2015, they had mango trees. After that, we have planted many fruit varieties with every farmer. Okay. So we all can imagine how this is empowering the farmers, right? It is empowering them financially. And this continued year after year. And in 2019, I got to plant about 85,000 saplings with 250 farmers. So last year we were able to help about 250 farmers through our agroforestry project, planting fruit saplings with them, various kind of fruit saplings: mango, guava, pomegranate, papaya, and anjeer, and many more. We planted so many varieties with them so that they get multiple layer of fruit bearing saplings in their land, along with the crop which they have been growing. So I'm determined to do much, I'm determined to do as much as I can, as I know that, I'm not only planting saplings to increase the green cover, but I'm helping our farmers as well. So this was the agroforestry project, and luckily many organizations have joined hand with me in this, and they are helping us every year to support many more farmers, and they are doing this under their CSR initiatives. And I'm very thankful to these organizations who are coming forward every year and supporting our projects to help these farmers. So yeah, I mean, planting saplings in a lot of places, with the aim of making sure that they grow to become trees. In this journey, I have planted saplings in more than 30 lakes so far. So while creating forest in one of the lake in 2017, I got an opportunity to rejuvenate a lake. We were creating a forest in this lake, and talking to a gentleman there, we got to know that we can rejuvenate a lake. I could not stop myself and made sure that I rejuvenate lake as well, because when I was in Bangalore, I used to face a lot of water problems when I was there. Okay. So, and the history behind water in Bangalore is that in Bangalore, water used to be available at few hundred feet, but now it has gone down to more than 2000 feet. This is what the condition of water level in Bangalore is. Bangalore used to have more than 1000 lakes once upon a time. Now hardly 200 remains. You know, it was such a huge concern that I thought that I should do something about it. And when I felt that I can do something about it, I did not waste any time. I jumped into it and started rejuvenating lake. So far we have already rejuvenated 3 lakes, and the fourth one is going on as I speak. And 2 more lakes will be rejuvenated from this year end. Okay. Now each of these lakes have a water holding capacity of about 150 to 250 million liters of water. So you can imagine, if we are rejuvenating 4 lakes, we are increasing the water holding capacity by a billion liters of water. So next year, we are hoping that we'll be able to rejuvenate many more lakes, and the water conservation capacity, or the water holding capacity, we can increase by about 5 billion liters of water. So we have to rejuvenate many more lakes next year to reach this target, and to make sure that our lakes are protected, they are saved. Okay. Many international organizations are joining me in this initiative to rejuvenate lakes, and they are helping us every year. Few came forward last year. They are supporting us this year as well, and they are very happy with the efforts which we are putting together and rejuvenating these lakes within no time and making them ready. Okay. So I hope to rejuvenate as many lakes as possible in as many locations as I can. That is the target. We are trying to just make sure that we utilize the resources around us and do as much as work as we can. These lakes are a very important part of our ecosystem. Okay. So healthy lakes and their shores, they not only provide us number of environment benefits, but they influence our quality of life as well. Okay. Proper lake functions can ease the impact of floods and droughts by storing large amount of water and releasing it during the shortages. So you store water when it is raining, and this water will help you during shortages. Will not be dependent on something else. Okay. So lake also work to replenish groundwater. They positively influence the water quality of downstream water resources. It is very important, and they preserve the biodiversity and the habitat of the area as well. They play a very important role in our the entire ecosystem. Okay. And we have to respect them, we have to care for them, and if we do that, they can sustain a healthy balance of aquatic life as well. Okay. So they are very important part of our entire ecosystem, and we have to make sure that they are not vanishing basically. Okay. Any city which has x number of lakes, we have to make sure that it remains x, and it does not go to x by 2 or x by 4 or any other number. If it is 10 lakes, make sure your 10 lakes are there. If it's 100 lakes, make sure you have 100 lakes in the city. Okay. We should not lose our lakes, they are very important. But we feel we have limited time left, and the clock is ticking. Okay. The time you see here at the top is the time we have left to make things better. Okay. And this clock shows the time we have left to stop global temperature increase beyond 1.5 degrees. Okay. So 2030 is the deadline. We have to stop the global temperature increase beyond 1.5 degrees. And if we cannot stop this, then we'll start to see more catastrophic events across the globe. Okay. And you should not think that you will not be impacted. Each one of us will be impacted. Okay. And any one of us can be impacted, and we will be impacted. So I have taken this deadline very seriously, and I'll make sure that my efforts are exponential in next 10 years. Whatever I have been doing has to be exponential. The next year efforts have to be exponential, and it should only grow because the clock is ticking. It's going in the reverse direction. We don't have infinite time available with us. Okay, we have limited time with us, so our efforts have to be exponential. Otherwise, we'll not be able to make. We'll regret. The only thing I can say is we'll regret. This is how Setri started. Setri started with a thought that if I don't do something, I'll regret 10 years from now or 15 years from now that I should have done something. When I had time, I should have done something. Okay. So this is why the time is now, and we should do something. Otherwise, we are going to regret. And we'll regret about small things. We'll feel that these were small things, we should have taken care of it. Okay. In fact, from today, I'm going to announce it here that from today, Saytree's website will show the same countdown timer, which will stop on 5th June 2030. 5th June is World Environment Day, and this counter will stop on 2030. If you go to Saytree's website now, saytrees.org, you will see a counter there which has started clicking. Okay, and this counter is going to remind me every moment that I need to act. I go to Saytree's website every day. Okay, and this is the place which has been pushing me to do more and more, but this counter is now reminding me that we have only these many days left. Okay, so the counter is there in Saytree's website, and we have made it live few minutes back itself. So you can go to the website now and you can see the same counter which has started there now. So I'll do everything possible in my hand and fight climate change. Okay, this is what I have been doing. Okay, and I'm sure I'll give a tough fight to the same, because this is the only thing I think about. Okay, I don't think about anything before sleeping and after getting up in the morning. I only think, how can I create more forests? Okay, how can I rejuvenate more lake? How can I reach out to more and more people to tell them that please stop wasting our resources? It's a very big problem and cannot be solved unless we all come together. Okay, we have to come together. We have to put efforts towards saving our beautiful planet, as there is no planet B. Okay, there is no planet B. And I would like to just say that everybody should come forward and say trees.